This is the original fan cast of Resident Evil Code Veronica, either voice or live action. Someone did this. Odega Rush for Claire Redfield, and like I said, actors and voice actors are aging. There's the Superman, David Cartwright Sweat. David Cartwright Sweat. For Chris Redfield. Like I say, this is my opinion of what Resident Evil Code Veronica live action could be, or voice acting. Like movie stars to voicing Resident Evil. That's something, because like Resident Evil, they went non-union, and that's something that bothers me of that for a long time. And ever since they rebooted the series of Resident Evil, and it was good, and they could have gone union for Resident Evil. This is Steve Burnside, Dalen Hoffman, Wesker, Paul Anthony Kelly, Osigtori, this is Charlie Glimpse. Yeah, this is the Resident Evil series. He did pretty good with the fan cast of Resident Evil Code Veronica. And Chris Redfield, Claire. I don't know why they went non-union. My PlayStation 2 was union, and that's everything. That's like difficulty. It didn't. I see why it didn't so well, but it was a good quality game. Resident Evil Code Veronica, one of my favorite games. With Resident Evil 0, my favorite game all time is Resident Evil 0, Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, and Code Veronica. And like that's how it introduced me with the CGI of the spin-off. And ever since they made the CGI series, which I didn't know, Resident Evil this generation and the spin-off. Like I say, I didn't know the spin-off, and it's been a long time that there wasn't a spin-off for Resident Evil. And then when the CGI came out, the movies, there were spin-offs. There was like Vendetta, This Generation, Damnation, Death Island. this is all part of the history of Resident Evil, the originals, and and but now they removed spin-off, and this like movies they could be exact same as the Resident Evil games, the Resident Evil series. They could be the same as Resident Evil. Like it won't. I see why they wanted it to sold well in the movies. It should be on Netflix and like try again, but put this in the original Resident Evil series. Infinite Darkness was also a part of the streaming service with Leon, Claire. Like I said, my favorite character is Chris Redfield. Leon is second. But I like Chris Redfield, Rebecca Chambers, Leon, Claire, Albert Wesker, and this is the Resident Evil Code Veronica fan cast, and like I said, the actors are aging. Well-known actors that never get put a chance to put into a video game movie. The reason why it doesn't do right because the Constant Films has the right license. They have the license of the movie, and they keep messing up the Resident Evil movies, and everybody of the Resident Evil fans are aging, and they can't wait for another 5 years for another movie to come out to make up. It has to be Capcom to make a new license and give it to someone that knows about the Resident Evil. Maybe Resident of Evil could do it, because they're doing the Resident Evil movies fine, and they could do the action series if they want. Residents of Evil. That's my opinion. Everyone has their own opinion. Subscribe to the channel.